Hi guys, it's your girl Creative Soul and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to talk about how Gary Vee is literally making money off NFTs and how you can too. So if you are interested in more content like this, please make sure you subscribe. A lot of y'all are watching this video and y'all are not subscribed. Please subscribe, take this serious, and also make sure you turn on post notifications and click the bell and make sure that it says always instead of just sometimes, because YouTube don't play with me. And then also make sure you like this video and share it if you find the information useful. So without further ado, let's talk about VeeFriends. So what is VeeFriends? Y'all, VeeFriends, I'm gonna be so honest. VeeFriends is literally a comic book animation TV series show that is supposed to be about good feelings, and I don't know how to explain it. It's basically supposed to provide good feelings around like who we are and what type of, people we really want to be and what type of morals and values we really want to uphold and being kind and everything like that. Now, if anyone knows who Gary Vee is the wave. When it comes to like being first about social media, being first about digital technology and how that is changing commerce and how that is changing the way that we buy and sell and trade as a society, as a collective, Gary Vee has always been one of the pioneers in this space, and his voice speaks volumes. So I definitely watch his moves a lot when it comes to what is happening, right? Y'all, let me tell you what this man did under everybody's nose. Y'all, this is so smart. And this is what I mean when I say creators literally can leverage this technology to make money, right? Especially if you're an artist, right? So VeeFriends has a Shopify store. It has a YouTube channel where, so he's, okay, I'm getting, let me calm down. Let me drink some water because I'm so excited about this, because I feel like this is the concepts that I be talking about that people, I feel like, don't understand. And the fact that he's actually doing it in real time makes me feel like, okay, the road is clear. You know what I'm saying? So you have VeeFriends. VeeFriends is the overarching brand. Let me show you how many different streams of income he is building, right? One, he has a Shopify store where he sells cards, comic books, and merch, right? Then he has a YouTube channel where he has these like shorts and these YouTube videos and these animated series about the comic book characters and everything like that, right? Then he has a NFT collection on Rarible. Rarible is a platform which is basically an NFT marketplace that has been here since like 2019. They've been in collaboration with Coinbase, and then they work on 3 different blockchains, Ethereum being the main one, Flow being another one, and I think Trez or something like that being a third one, right? So they're an NFT marketplace. This is what Gary Vee has done with NFTs in collaboration with his VeeFriends brand that I think is very, 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 very freaking smart. So what he did was, if you go on Rarible, and I'm going to put it right here somewhere. If you go on Rarible, you will see that this man is literally charging $3,000 for an image that he hand drew. And these hand-drawn images are supposed to represent some of the comic book characters in his series, right? In his brand. Now, the way that he applies value and real-world utility to these NFTs to justify the price is that in exchange for purchasing the NFT, you get access. What does that access look like? That access looks like tickets to his conventions, his V conventions, right? VCon. It looks like abilities to sit down with him in person and eat lunch with him and talk to him and pick his brain, to play tennis with him. All of these are different tokens, right? Non-fungible tokens that people can purchase from him. Not only that, but with Rarible, which is a great platform, what they have done is not only are people able to buy the tokens, but then they can actually become an actively tradable item, right? So think of it the same way that people trade baseball cards is the same way that you can buy and sell these NFTs. And he, as a as the owner of the brand and the person who put the NFTs on there and created the NFTs, every time someone buys from him and then resells it to someone else, he makes 10% on that resale.
Oh my God! Wow!
Excuse me? Yes, he makes 10% on that resale. So that means that if someone buys an NFT from him for, like, let's say the base price is $2,000, and then they resell that NFT for $3,800, he makes 10% off of that second sale. Now, why is this really important? Specifically for creatives and entrepreneurs, right? Let's say you're a music artist and you do a limited drop of a song, right? And you make that song an NFT, right? Like, let's say you got hella archives, like Beyonce, she just dropped her Dunk song, right? Which was on a limited edition CD, and then she released it open to the public via YouTube, right? Imagine if instead of releasing it to the public, she released it as an NFT, and then that song became tradable, right? So maybe she sold it for $5, and the next person sold it for 10, and the next person sold it for 12, then the next person sold it for 10 or 13 or 14 or 50, and so on and so forth. She's going to make 10% on every single sale forever, till forever.
Ow.
Excuse me? Now imagine you're an artist, right? Imagine you're like, hey, I just made this huge, beautiful painting and I'm going to make it an NFT and I'm going to sell it to a gallery, right? Maybe the gallery buys the NFT. Then they sell the NFT at the auction, right? Then the NFT sells for $100,000. You sold it to the gallery for $10K, but then the gallery sold it for $100,000, right? You get 10% off that $100,000. Then that private seller who bought it from the gallery resells it to another private seller for $1 million. You as an artist, because you created the NFT, get 10% off of that third sale. And so on and so forth and so on and so forth. So now you're not left out of the entire process. You're actually included in the process. And that's why I think NFTs are so powerful. Another great way to leverage NFTs is through ticket sales or memberships, right? So if you purchase my membership, which means that you get access to all of my events, you get access to all of my community, you get access to all of my limited drops, right? And then you sell that membership to someone else, which means that you are no longer a member. Now this person is a member, right? And you sell that membership to them for $100,000, even though you only bought it from me for $50K, I still make 10% on that $100,000.
Hello, I like money.
That's passive, baby. That's passive streams of income. I don't got to do nothing. Same thing with YouTube. That's a passive stream of income. I don't got to do nothing. Same thing with Shopify. Passive stream of income. I don't really got to do nothing. It's comic books and freaking characters. And it isn't like it doesn't mean that this is like a perfect business model. I think it's a developing one. But the way that he has set this up and utilized it and leveraged it is really fucking smart. And I just really appreciate bright-minded people. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, especially on this channel, I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I like to learn about things that other people don't really care about or learn about, but affects our world on such a grand scale that it literally happens underneath all of our noses, and we act like, you get what I'm saying, like we don't know until it's too late. But I'm here. I'm the first one on the wave. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you want to know how to set up your first NFT or your own NFT on Rarible, watch my next video. Stay tuned for my next video. That's why I'm telling y'all to hit the notifications, because I'm dropping, y'all. I'm dropping and I'm not stopping. I'm dropping and I'm not stopping. Okay? So make sure that you hit the notification. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video if you have a creator friend that needs to watch this, right? Especially if you have a creator friend that has been having trouble getting their art into galleries or been having trouble getting their fair due, right, from other people. Watch this video. After you watch this video, make sure you come back and watch my video on how to set up your own NFT on Rarible.com, and we'll go through the whole thing and how it works together, okay? So with that being said, also, I want to let you guys know that I do have a Telegram chat called Liquidity Pools where we talk about all of this. And we also talk about other things like trading, specifically during the Clarity Act, because there's so much information going around right now. So it's very important that you know about it and stay up to date, because this decision is going to move markets. And if you can catch the wave early, then you could actually make money, and that's really the goal, ain't it? So that's pretty much all I have for you today. If you like this video, please press the like button, smash the like button. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by December. And yeah, and also comment down below what you think. Have you heard of VFriend? Do you know about Rarible? And I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, bye.